Good afternoon. Welcome to another English class. As far as you know, this week we have an evaluation, but the evaluation is going to be Thursday. Today we're going to study lesson number 2 in unit number 10. This is unit number 10. We have already studied the first lesson. It's in YouTube, just in case that you want to catch up with that class. Because I think that I did not study that lesson with you. That was last week. And without no further ado, let's start with the class. Open your books, English ID, page 106. 106. No, I just remember I did work that class with you, unit number 1. Well, no, lesson number 1. I did. So you were here in the classroom. So this is second lesson, 10.2. And the question here is like, would you like to change anything in your life? If you have the possibility to start over or to delete some things that probably you're not so feel proud of, or I don't know, there are some things that you really like to change in life. Bad habits especially. And we have a list here of the things that people need to improve in their lives. Like, you know, drink less soda, eat better, eat less salt, lose weight, organize and plan time, watch less TV, etc. So there are the possibilities. And you can see you have 2 different lifestyles here. And this is not a good way to lead your lives. I see with a lot of cigarettes, soda, junk food, television. She's also working too late, having some donuts while she's working on the computer. So I don't know, guys, if there's anything that you would like to change in your perfect life. Like, I don't know. Like say in my case, things that I would like to change. But I don't know. There's nothing. I'm working with my flaws kind of well. I'm trying to improve my lifestyle. So far, I think that I don't really like, I wouldn't like to change anything right now. It's not that my life is perfect, but so far, there's nothing like a bad habit of mine that I can think of. Let me see, what about you? Arturo Alejandro Gomez. Arturo, you there?
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Arturo, nice to hear you. Is there something in your life that you would like to change? Like the examples here, I don't know. Or you're happy with your lifestyle, Arturo? I can hear you. I see your microphone is unmuted, but I can hear you. Okay, maybe Alejandro's microphone is not working well. What about you, Axel, Kevin, Diaz? Diaz, Kevin? You're not around, Kevin?
Excuse me, teacher.
Is there anything in your life that you would like to change? Like a bad habit? I don't know.
I don't know. For example, my mom saw that I have bad habit, but I don't know. For example, when wake up and never brush teeth in this moment. So I wait this a moment. I wait like 2 class or 3 after I don't know brush my teeth. I don't know. Someone else, for example, I never prepare in the books with the how do you say? No, sorry. They never prepare with the time the books to the next day go the high school. So it's I in the moment prepare the books because I forget it in the moment because how homework only this.
Okay, good. So you have to be better, well organized.
Yes
Okay.
I need yes.
And about brushing your teeth, it's not required that you brush your teeth as soon as you jump from bed. I mean, you have to brush your teeth after meals, right?
Yes. I don't know. I think in this part because I brush my teeth after I don't know after 1
Your
hour
meals. Mm-hmm.
after wake up, but not is in the moment that
Of course.
wake up because I forget. I sorry for this. My mom saw that is a bad habit. So it's well
Okay.
I need to improve this part.
Okay. Thank you. Let me see, my dear Emmy. Emmy.
Hello.
Hello, Emmy.
Only get more sleep and sometimes organize and plan time. It's only.
So you don't sleep well. I mean, how many hours a day do you sleep?
No.
2, 4, 6 hours?
5 and 6
5 hours. That is very
or
little.
7
But
or
7
6.
is no, 6 is not okay. 7 is acceptable. 8 is the proper amount of hours that you're supposed to sleep. Especially because you're very young. Okay. There's one thing that you need to improve. Thank you, Amy, for sharing. And let me see who else is here. Well, Roxana is going to help me with the instructions for the exercise. Rox?
Hi, teacher.
Hello, Roxy. These
Okay.
instructions.
What change do the people in the
Sure.
brochure need to make in their lives? Use these ideas plus your own.
So this is, I guess this is the brochure here, right? Okay, thank you. So Annalise.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, Annalise. Help me reading the words in the box, please.
Okay. Drink less soda, eat better, eat less salt, exercise more, get a new job, get more sleep, lose weight, organize and plan time, quit smoking, spend more time with friends or family, watch less TV, work from home, and work less.
Thank you. Hey, I like the way you read this slash. Exactly, this slash means for friends or family. This is the way that you read the slash. When you see a slash, guys, it's and or, but mostly or. Okay, so then I think these people need to change many things, right? So ideas for the first picture. What are the changes that this woman need to do in her life? Let me see. William, from the words, from the ideas that Annalise just read, try to point a couple of them for this woman here. What does she need to do in her life?
Hello, teacher.
Hello, William. Tell me, one of the changes for this woman, because you see that she's not sleeping well, she's not eating healthy, etc. Tell me, William.
Yeah, get more sleep.
Yes, that is one. What about her diet? Do you think that she eats well?
Better.
Mm-hmm.
Eat better.
Eat better. Excellent. Thank you, William. Thank you very much. And then we have this guy here, not looking so well. And maybe Gorretana. Suggestions for this guy's life?
Maybe drink less soda.
Definitely. What else?
Watch less TV.
Watch less TV. Does he smoke?
And quit smoking.
Quit smoking, because he seems right here that he's a heavy smoker. Okay, thank you guys. These people really need to make an improvement in their lives. So then exercise B, read and decide which testimonial was written by each person. How did you know? So we have these two paragraphs here, and they have been written by the woman and by the guy here. So you have to match, right? Number one or number two, because let's say this one is number one and this is number two. So let's listen and write the numbers.
Audio 10.4. Man, what a day. Started my new job today. Seems like it's gonna be fun. I talked to a guy who travels a lot for work. That's what I want to do. Was so busy that I didn't even have time to smoke a cigarette. When I finally got home, I had a late dinner with my sister. We had lasagna, which was delicious. It was my nephew who cooked it. And I only watched TV for an hour. Wow. Thank you. It's all thanks to the Turn Your Life Around seminar by Begin Again.
I had a terrific day today. I went to bed early last night, so got up early and went to the gym for an hour, and then had an omelet for breakfast at home. Much better than the donut that I usually eat at the office. Got to work on time and made a plan of what I needed to do all day. I also had a chat with my boss about my schedule, and she agreed to let me work from home 2 days a week. I finished all the things that I had to do today, and then had a home-cooked dinner with my family. I'm finally taking control of my life. Thank you. By my very best.
So definitely we know who has written the testimonial because of the voices. This one is the man, this one is the woman. It seems that they have went they have gone. It seems that they have gone to a seminar. The seminar's name was Turn Your Life Around. So that means make changes in your life. And it's paying off. It's paying off. So it's giving results. They're changing those bad habits. Then in exercise B, we have here the questions that I already asked you. If there are some changes in life, you have told me a couple of them. We're gonna skip that part because we have already discussed that part. Then we have relative pronouns. For this lesson, we have 3 relative pronouns. It's that, which, and who. Relative pronoun that, which, and who. That can be used for objects, people, animals as well. Which is used for animals and things only. The difference between that and which is that we use that for people as well. And who is always used for people only. And what do they do in a sentence? They introduce relative clauses. Okay, okay, Arturo, I understand, don't worry. They introduce relative clauses. I'm gonna show you some examples of relative clauses. Like here. I might say, Roxana is the student. Then I use the relative clause or the relative pronoun in this case to introduce the relative clause. Roxana is the student who loves, who loves cats. I don't know if this is true. That, well, this is the house which they talked about. I'm gonna write in capital uppercase letter just to distinguish, make a distinction between the relative pronouns. The other one is that the man that stole that stole the money is my dad. I forgot that. So as you can see, we have 3 different relative clauses with 3 relative pronouns. Relative pronoun who, relative pronoun which, and relative pronoun that. What do I use them to introduce a relative clause? The relative clause is a sentence that introduces, well, actually not introduce, it describes the subject. Who loves cats? Roxana. So this is additional information about the subject. The subject in this sentence is Roxana. Roxana is the student who loves cats. So this sentence here is like an adjective. All of the sentence is like an adjective because it's telling me a better description, a more specific description of the subject. This is the house which they talk about. So this is the relative clause. This is the relative pronoun. And this sentence here is functioning as an adjective because it is describing, because it is describing the house. Which house? The one that they are talking about, the one that they talk about. The man that, I can say the man who, because like I said, that can be used in every single subject. The man that stole the money, so that stole the money, all of the sentence that stole the money is the man, is my dad. So I don't know if you have questions about relative pronouns and relative clauses. No questions? So let's continue then. We have a listening activity, relative pronouns. Listen to a man describing his vacation photos. Those are the photos that the guy took. A, B, C, D, E, and letter F. So what you're going to do is very simple. You're gonna order the pictures from 1 to 6 according to the order you hear them. So if he says something about birds flying at the beginning, you're gonna write number 1. Then he mentioned the swimming pool, number 2. Then he said that he was seen or blowing a whistle, number 3, and like that. And then you're gonna listen for a second time and complete the sentence with the most appropriate relative pronoun. Let's listen.
Audio 10.5. Look, this is the hotel that was on the website.
Wow. It's right on the beach. Cool. Is that where you stayed?
No, when we got there, they said it wasn't ready yet. So we stayed in this hotel, which was 30 minutes from the beach.
Oh. Was the hotel nice at least?
Yeah, it was great. This is the swimming pool, which was right outside our room.
It looks awesome.
And this is the lifeguard who told us to get out of the water because there was a storm coming.
Wow. That was exciting.
Yes. There was thunder and lightning for about half an hour and lots of rain. This is the bar, which was next to the pool. We watched the storm from there.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. Look, these are some of the birds which were flying around outside.
You sure do take a lot of photos.
I know. Do you want to see some more?
Is that the time? Maybe you can show me later.
Listen again.
Audio 10.5. Look, this is the hotel that was on the website.
Wow. It's right on the beach. Cool. Is that where you stayed?
No, when we got there, they said it wasn't ready yet. So we stayed in this hotel, which was 30 minutes from the beach.
Oh. Was the hotel nice at least?
Yeah, it was great. This is the swimming pool, which was right outside our room.
It looks awesome.
And this is the lifeguard who told us to get out of the water because there was a storm coming.
Wow. That was exciting.
Yes. There was thunder and lightning for about half an hour and lots of rain. This is the bar, which was next to the pool. We watched the storm from there.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. Look, these are some of the birds which were flying around outside.
You sure do take a lot of photos.
I know. Do you want to see some more?
Is that the time? Maybe you can show me later.
She was bored. Okay. Order. This is the order of the pictures. So the first one, letter A, is number 5, or at least it was mentioned in order 5. Picture B is number 3. The first thing he mentioned is picture C, because it's number 1. Letter D, number 6. Letter E is the pool, number 2. And the lightning here, the storm, is number 4. Now the answers for exercise B. And you have also gotta match it with the pictures. This is the hotel that and is picture C. Number 2 is which, the swimming pool which, and it's picture E. In number 3, the answer is who, and it's picture B. Number 4, this is the bar which next door, which was next to the pool. Then is picture A. Number 5, there are some birds which were, which in number 5, and then is picture D, and picture F is not mentioned. So we might conclude that we use who for people, which for animals or things, and that, like I said, is for all of them. Is people, animals, and things. And just to conclude the lesson, you have to complete with who or which. Roxy.
Yes, teacher.
Can you please read question number 1 with the right answer, who or which?
Is there anyone in the class who speak Italian?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Is there anyone here who speaks Italian? Oh, I don't think so. Or is there? No. Okay, second question. Annalise.
How many friends do you have? Which like really near the school?
Are you sure, Anna? Annie? It's about people. How many friends
How
do you have?
many friends do you have who like really near the school?
Can be who, and also can be that. You have 2 possibilities, that or who. Do you have any friends, Annalise, that live really near here, the school?
Yes.
Who? Who is it? You don't want to say. Okay. Emmy?
Hello.
Please do number 3.
Oh, is there a place near the school which sells good coffee and snacks?
Yes, that's the answer, is which. Congratulations. Is there a place? No, not around here. So thank you guys for your attention. You have done a splendid job. See you Thursday. Get ready with your presentations. Goodbye. Have a nice afternoon.